Welcome to Comp 283 or discrete structures. This video is just meant to be a basic intro into the class, what the structure will be, and what you can expect. So some high-level information about this course. The way it's going to be structured this summer is that Monday through Wednesday, you'll be working on virtual lessons. And so this might involve some reading or some videos, and it'll also usually involve some type of assignment to make sure you're learning these concepts. Then on Thursdays, we're going to do a virtual review session. It will be on Zoom. The time is to be determined because I am waiting to see what your availability is as a class to figure out what time we want to do that Zoom meeting. And then Friday, we will be doing quizzes. So we won't be doing one this week since we are starting midweek, but every Friday afterwards, we will be doing a quiz to make sure that we learned the concepts of that week. And the target audience of this class is anyone who wants to learn how to speak and think like a computer scientist. So, so far, you might have learned how to code, how to write some basic programs, and what you're learning in this class is basically how to say things about what your code is actually doing, how to describe it, and how to understand that language so that way you can discuss with other people writing programs really what you're doing and what your goals are. So to get started for this class, you should go to the Canvas page, and under assignments, you'll see something called Getting Started. And it will have three things that you should do. First, you should join our EdSTEM. So EdSTEM is a type of social media. It is similar to CampusWire, but it's designed more for STEM classes. And EdSTEM will be what we'll be using to just communicate with each other throughout the summer. It'll also be a great way to get in contact with both me and the TAs, but also your other classmates. Another thing you should be doing is joining the Gradescope for this class. And the instructions will also be in that Getting Started assignment. And fill out the office hours survey. So this is a survey so I know what your weekly availability is. This will help RTAs know when to schedule office hours so that they can meet with you virtually. And it will also help me know when to schedule that virtual meeting on Zoom on Thursdays. For the breakdown of this class, 20% of your grade will be the final exam. 20% will be your grade on the quizzes. And if you've noticed that on the schedule, you have 3 quizzes. So the way it works is you just drop the lowest quiz grade, and the other 2 each make up 10% of your grade. And the 60 remaining percent of the grade will be the lessons. So these will be the online assignments that you'll be doing for this course. So to go a little more into detail about each of these individual assignments, the final exam will be virtual, and it can be taken anytime June 22nd or 23rd. And while it is virtual, there may be elements that you are taking on your computer, and there may be elements that you will be handwriting something and then taking a picture of it and uploading it. So you will be scanning aspects of your work for the final exam. And for the quizzes, they will also be virtual, and it'll be similar to the final where there might be some interactions with, a virtual interface, but you also will likely have to write out solutions and scan them and upload them as your submission. And they must be taken on the Friday that they're scheduled. And so if that is an issue, then please be in contact with us ahead of time so we can reschedule that quiz for you. Because the opening of that assignment is only right now for Fridays. And your lowest quiz grade, as I said, will be dropped. Now, the lessons will be entirely on Gradescope, and they are meant for learning and practice. So you'll see some lessons will actually have some learning elements to them while you're completing the assignment on Gradescope. And so this is on purpose. You're supposed to be kind of learning as you go. And then I'll add some other lessons just to help you practice those concepts to make sure you really got those down before you have to actually take the quiz. and they will be due 48 hours after release, but you can turn them in up until the end of the course for a 10% deduction of the score. Now you have 3 learning assistants for this class: Cora, Yuvraj, and Adela. They are all people who have done well in this class before and are very passionate about helping you learn. The best way to contact them is through EdSTEM. And again, as I said, they will be scheduling their office hours based on your availability. So they want to make sure they're there for you, at the best times. So please fill out that survey that is in your getting started assignment, and then they can set up their times for office hours. And the way those will be structured is there will just be a Zoom link for that office hour, and everyone can kind of come in and ask questions, and the TAs will be able to answer different questions in front of everybody. So it'll be more of a group experience. If you need something a little more one-on-one, please contact me and we can set up individual office hours. So some things you can expect to learn in this class: how, like I said, how to talk and write like a computer scientist, and also how to make messy problems seem a little less complicated. So, we'll be learning how to break down those problems and define them more precisely. And breaking them down and defining them more precisely makes them actually a lot easier to grasp, and how to figure out how to attack them and solve them. And so we'll be learning how to do that. And you will be learning concepts that you're going to use pretty much in every comp class you take. So you'll be learning vocabulary you're going to use, but also approaches of describing what you're doing that you're going to need for pretty much any class you're going to take in the computer science department. Some things to note: this class is very math heavy, but you can enjoy this class even if you don't like math. And the reason is because there's so many different concepts that every week, even if you maybe hate the first concept, you might love the next concept, because this really is kind of like a survey course. You learn a lot of different things, and they are a type of math, but they're really more of a higher level problem solving kind of math. So I see a lot of students end up enjoying this, even if they don't typically like math classes. But if you do feel like you are struggling in this class, make sure you're getting ahead of those concerns. So don't be reaching out to me, a day before the final exam saying, I haven't done any of my assignments, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm completely lost. Please reach out to me ahead of time and we'll come up with a plan to help you get caught up. So that way you feel like you are taking on this course and you are set up for success. And finally, have fun. Enjoy this course. Was my favorite course in undergrad. So I really hope that you enjoy learning some of these concepts. And I look forward to spending the summer with you all.